So, hello and welcome to our very first podcast video with just me and Lou yapping about stuff. And just gonna talk especially about our lives today and how we got into furry fandom, how we got into VRChat and how that went for us.
The day you were born.
The day I was born. I'm not gonna start with the day I was born, man, because I don't even know about it myself. You only woman on this planet knows what happened on the day I was born was actually my mom. But yeah.
Kind of glad nobody remembers that day.
Yeah. Imagine fucking remembering how it just slid out of your maker,
Just you
I
seeing the
guess.
light for the first time.
Seeing that and fucking doctor.
Gooey.
Oh no, that's no. Luckily you forget that.
Be dragged out.
Luckily. Nah. I don't. Yeah, luckily not remembering how you get born and all that stuff. That would be horrible. That would be horrible. It's just funny how you just start to I don't know, remember stuff at a certain age. It's like you just get thrown into life at a certain age, and it's like, yo, I'm existing. What the hell is happening? You just gain consciousness at some point in your life.
Yes.
It's like you playing real toys, be like fucking playing and then suddenly I'm
Oh
alive. What the
damn.
fuck?
What is this?
What is this? It just look at your parents differently, and they're like, "What's up?" It's like, I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Um, that's story of the day was fun. It's more like I'm gonna start with how I went into school and stuff like that, and motherfucking school. Yeah, that was horrible. That was school was horrible because back then I was diagnosed with ADD actually in very first class of school. Like first year I was in because people were actually rage baiting me all the time, and I was raging. I was raging because I had like ADD and stuff like that. I was very impulsive at young ages. That's totally normal. So I was raging and all that stuff, but um well, at some point, teacher and my mom noticed yo, something's wrong. That's not normal, especially with concentrating. And so basically, she just sent me to like like psycho doctor or whatever, just to get me checked out. And then it's like the diagnosis happened. Like, yo, you have ADD. And they only said "Yo, you have ADD," and gave me drugs, and that's it. They didn't tell me how to survive with ADD, and that's not good. That's not good. Because I had to learn everything myself. For example, like just not getting rage bait and stuff like that. That is one of the reasons why it's incredibly hard to get me actual raging today or rage baiting me because I've been just hit with it pretty much all my life. In school, at least, all my life, my school life. And
Apart from Steam Link.
apart from Steam Link, yes. Oh my god, the Steam Link is another story, alright? Also, Quest and Steam Link.
uh, Dream
Yes,
Team.
yes. Yeah, that's absolutely dream team. It's like the HTC Vive Pro I and Esteranipo and VRC face tracking. So anyway, back to school life and stuff like that. So basically, I grew more apart from everybody else. So never really specifically had any real friends, real friends. Just more like people that sort of accepted me more like I accepted them. So how it went most of the time is like I was just one or two people I could actually talk to during like breaks and stuff like that, and just like I could never really build connections stuff like that. So it went like that for most of my school time, and always struggle with ADD, of course, because like studying on exams and stuff like that, big tests and stuff like fuck that, yeah. You cannot. You just cannot. It's like concentrate on this very specific thing you're absolutely not interested in, while having, for example, phone next to you that you're absolutely interested in is an absolute like dopamine. I don't know, dopamine buff or whatever. It's like no, you're not gonna do that. And also like procrastination, all that stuff then hit, and it's like oh my god, school projects that you had to do like at home, like these big papers you use for presentations, stuff like that. Oh my god, never did them until the last day, and I was up to huge times and just trying to get that stuff finished because I didn't want to
Real.
do it until I had to. I really had to, and like always until the last day, man. It's like it's just winged it, just fucking I don't know. And um yeah, just went that for like most of my school time. I didn't build up any social skills. That is also a huge thing. Um so I just got out of school. No, before I got out of school, I started like doing art, drawing and writing and did a combo out of that, like doing writing a story, and to that story I'd make little drawings just to visualize things. I believe it was called Wattpad or something like Wattpad or something like that. That it was like browser or app you could just put your stories in and it would like make it public and actual viewers can read it. And so I tried to put in the pictures in there, and it just like formatting just threw everything around and stuff like that. That was crazy. Spent a lot of time on that, and so yeah, did that. Got pretty good at it. For like the time spent on it, it's like these little ADD things. You just get really good at it, and I don't know, you just abandon it at some point. Um, but yeah, I did that until I started my apprenticeship as a car mechanic. At that point, I was just really, really exhausted. By like just standing the whole day and working actually, just like from sitting all day in school and stuff like that, sitting at home, and then suddenly you start to work, stand all the time. So I was really exhausted, so I couldn't really do anything at like evening
Big
because I was
switch up.
just yeah, I just devastated in the evening. But yeah, that so I abandoned that hobby sadly. But another thing happened. I was actually wishing for a VR headset even like before I got into apprenticeship. But I don't know, headset really expensive stuff like that, and I can't understand my parents like not buying me a headset because like I don't know, over 1,000 euros for a headset. It's like they don't even know if it like it. Like I was really sure I'm gonna like it. I saw videos and stuff like that. It was like, oh my god, I want this. And so basically I waited until I started like this apprenticeship and worked a month or two for it till I got all the money and bought it. Also, thing I was like waiting for that package like a dog for its owner. It's crazy. Then when it said like arrived, we just looked down at like the front door and there was nothing. We were like, oh no. There was nothing, and it's like, oh no. And that went on for like 1 or 2 hours, just searching the package till we found it on a like from a neighbor down the street in front of like the garage door. There was like in the open while it was raining the package, and it wasn't even like it wasn't it was like just like the package for the index, so you could actually see the thing. It's like you see, oh, this is like electrical stuff. This is really
Well,
bad
anyone
when
could
it's
have
outside.
taken it.
Yeah, also people just could have taken it and stuff like it was in front of a garage. It's like that was crazy. That was crazy. But unpacked it and it worked. First thing I played was like Half-Life Alyx because that came with the game. And played it for like a few days. Was on like Discord call with people, like school people from like this like we have like this like school for like apprenticeship, like work school, whatever. And so yeah, I did that, and then it was like VRChat is a thing. So I've played VRChat already before. But on desktop like once I was like in this random world with other people, and they were all just on desktop. It's just like it was like an avatar world or something like that. Just they were all searching avatars and stuff like that. And then somebody joined in with like VR and full body tracking. It was like a night avatar or something. Dude was probably, I don't know, 20 or 30. And just like the desktop people just started to gather around him because this was like new and stuff like that. Like barely anyone had like VR actually at that time, at least in the worlds I was in. So just all gathered and I started to pick up stuff like we were just like standing in front of like whoa. It was one of the reasons why I really wanted VR. And yeah, I just went into VRC with that headset in a what was it? It's like Furry Hideout, Furry Talking Show, and the other one we met in
One of the Fur Hub.
Fur Hub. Yes, oh my God, Fur Hub. When
Yeah,
when that one was still like actual visited, not absolutely dead.
alive.
Live. Yeah, it's crazy. It really died. It absolutely died. Um. So I went onto that world and met actually instantly met the very very first friend I ever got. I don't remember right now his name anymore, but he was like
I
dude
do.
was also like in his 20s or something like that, and it's like he was really chill. He was really chill. Like we were talking stuff like that, and everything around us back then there were also kids and trolls. Not as bad as today, definitely not as bad as today, but there were also trolls and just like raising havoc around the whole instance. They were just talking to me. That was great. That was just crazy. So met him, had beautiful conversation. Of course, social anxiety went through the roof at that time because no social skills. Because from where?
Yeah.
So yeah, after a while we went off and stuff like that. And next day I was like, oh my God, I have to do this again. I need to go and VRC again. It was cool. Actual social interaction with somebody that I actually enjoyed. And yeah, that day not much was up because like it was like still midday or something like that, and barely people were online, and so I was just world hopping until I went into instance with a random dude in it. He was not talking, just chilling there, and at some point we were just like chasing each other around the world and stuff like that. You know who.
Yeah, I know who this is. I know.
Yeah. And basically that you was not talking, so it was like, okay, boring. So went out of the instance.
Thanks.
But after I
You weren't
noticed
talking
that,
either.
but after a while, I went back into that instance because there was nothing else going on. so,
Wow.
so went back in and I saw actually you talking to another person. It was like, oh my god, that dude can actually talk. So it was like waiting for you to finish your conversation. The other person just left or something like that, and we were talking. Oh my god, started talking, and then talking, and then talking. At some point, just friend requests. I don't know if you remember more from him that day.
Yeah, I mean, I remember quite a bit. I remember there was another person that joined us as well. And there was the old fur hub, and there was kind of like a room in the middle, and we were the
Yeah,
three of us sitting
yeah,
in there just yapping.
yeah. Oh my
I
god.
remember that. And you were like, "I'm a mechanic," and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm a mechanic."
Let's go. We prove mechanic. Um, but yeah, I did that, and I don't remember too much from that because actually, like I know we were talking a lot and stuff like that, and having a lot of fun and building up our friendship, and yeah, it was like, what time was it? Like, I started, I believe, in September or something like that to work. Like, let's say 1 or 2 months till I got my headset. September, October, November. Yeah, we
think
were
it was
probably,
November,
yeah, November.
beginning to middle of November.
Yeah, so we're like, so that happened like 1.5 months. Um, until like I don't know if you remember more in between that and Sylvester.
No, I remember we hung out like every day.
Yeah, every evening. Oh my God, that is actually where
Every
it
day.
started. Where it started, like, of course, I had a few days that I didn't do it, but like since that day, what year was it? It was like 2021, I believe.
2021, yeah, it's been 4 years, so
4 years I've been on almost every evening. 4 years. That is crazy. Almost every evening. Of course, not when I was ill or actually out, but that didn't happen too often. I farmed way too much hours on this thing. I believe I have like three, four
reveal your
thousand hours.
hours.
We were at the same like we had the same kind of hours back then. Like just like we were farming the same. You were even higher than me because you started earlier than me. So we both had like similar numbers on hours spent in VRC, and yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, we'd just be talking for like 1.5 months until fucking Sylvester hit. It's like we never really like our family never really celebrated New Year, but yeah, so it was like good actually time to be on VRC, and I was on VRC, of course, and it's also somewhere there I got in touch with alcohol. I don't remember it too much anymore, but I know I had like a whole bottle of fruit wine cocktail, and I was on VR with you guys, like with you, another person, Tem. Yes, Tem.
Yeah.
We were in what world was that? Get to know our friends better. That was the role, yeah. Just
That
like
was it, yeah.
yeah. Just. I believe you were there just like to actually do the thing and get to know your friends better. And yeah,
Put it
just
in
did
the
that.
effort.
And it's like, oh my god, it's New Year's, and oh my god, I'm gonna get drunk, yay! And
Oh my god.
I can still remember, like,
Do
you were like,
you
what?
no, do you remember the terrible jokes we were making that night? Because you and I are an hour difference time zone. You're an hour ahead of me. And Tem was Russian, so I believe he was a further hour ahead. So we were making the joke about, oh, what's it like in the future? Like
Oh
Tem went away to
yeah,
celebrate with his
damn.
family, then came back. We did it with him. Then you came back. We're like, what's the future like? And then I came back and I didn't get it because I'm in the past. I'm a peasant.
But yeah, I can still remember like I was going to watch the fireworks, but before when it actually hit zero time, like and New Year started, I was still in here and we were celebrating it like two or three times New Year's,
Yeah.
drinking free for free New Year's, man, drinking for free, celebrating like three times. Then that was crazy because everyone is different time zones. So like, I guess first celebrating Tem, then celebrating my New Year, and then yours. That's always fun. Yeah, just celebrating our New Year's. And oh my god, first time drinking a whole bottle of fruit wine cocktail. I felt horrible the next day.
Wait, was that your first time getting drunk? Like
Actually
properly drunk?
getting properly drunk, that was my very first time. Also first time
Oh,
alcohol on
really?
VRC. I started
I
early.
didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, New Year's. Celebrating it.
Oh
Yay, getting
God.
drunk. Yay. Being alcoholic now. Yay. No. Um yeah, Sylvester, man. It was crazy. It was crazy. But
So
yeah,
that was the beginning. There's other like I'm sure every weekend after that for a solid 6 months we were getting drunk on here.
oh yes, not just 6 months, man.
Constantly. It was a while. I remember the routine of driving home from work, just diverting to the store, spending like
I don't
60
think
pounds on alcohol.
no. It didn't start there. It didn't start there. I wasn't such a big alcoholic back then. It probably started with like my either my 16th birthday or my 18th birthday. No, it ended with my 18th. No, it didn't end with my 18th birthday.
It was before that, I'm
It was
sure.
yeah, it was mid like we were like mid doing that when I was like 18. But yeah, that's for future. So yeah, Sylvester the next thing. After that, oh my god, just like continuing like before, just being online, chronically online, especially every evening, and meeting one or two new people. And it was really nice. I also noticed like, hey, I kind of like social interactions, but like just a certain amount of it, not too much, social battery and shit. And did that. But yeah, social anxiety was huge bummer, man. Just Wanted to talk more, meet more people in theory, but couldn't. I just couldn't. It was like trying to push a German wall or something like that. You're not doing that. Nah.
Trying to
And
push a what?
German wall.
Is that a German saying?
Nah. That I made that up. The German wall, man. It's gonna push you back. Don't get me started with what will happen if you punch a German wall, man. It's just those walls are crazy. Yeah. So you just derailed me. I being introverted and shit. um, I actually made it myself to not made myself. I've put myself a goal to actually get my social anxiety away. I was, but I was smarter than a lot of people that I've heard about. They were saying like, "Yo, VRChat, that's the cure for social anxiety." And you're gonna be extroverted if you be on VSC, and it will happen by itself. That's not the case. That won't happen. You have to work for it, like RL. It's easier than RL, definitely, because you get way quicker to people. Also, you kind of on the internet, and if you do weird shit, you just I don't know, just log out or something. leave the
Easy
world.
escape.
Yes. If you really f up, you just I don't know, make a new account and you're good.
Quit.
Or that, yeah, but more like make a new account and try again. So easier, but I was more than that. I already knew it's gonna be that easy. Just be in VC and chill like that. There's so many people that like just sit in front of the mirror quietly and wait for people just to interact with them, and it's like, mm, mm, mm. You no, Lou,
I
no.
was. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
I hate to
crazy.
say it.
That is
Way back
that is
when I was
crazy.
like that.
Just sit in front of a mirror quietly.
You know,
Yeah,
just
I did it.
sitting
I
in
did it a
front of
few
the mirror
times too.
looking at people
But
like,
I did it a few times too, but only when I was like actually I don't know social battery ran out or something like that. And it's like, but yeah, I already knew I have to work for that. But it was pretty hard. It was pretty hard. I was staying for a huge while on like one-to-one instances and maybe 1 to 2 instances, I guess. Like just three people in an instance, stuff like that. That was already huge. Until we started drinking every weekend. Until that happened, yeah.
the
And
social juice.
the social juice and oh my god, we had some adventures on there. The adventures, man, that we did, like back then, it was like still Corona times, so we had people everywhere, and actually nice people, not just like kids and trolls. Um, so we just went on getting drunk in a random instance and just party and stuff like that, and eventually meet the right people and have nice conversations, meet people. That's that's how I met like most of my people because of course when I was not drunk it was really hard because of social anxiety. And crazy, man, every fucking weekend.
It was every weekend. That was expensive.
Oh yeah. Yes. Well, back then was still drinking beer and stuff like that. That was not as expensive as I'm drinking today with like Malibu, I don't know, like 11 to 15 euros, and Pushkin also 11 to 15 euros per bottle. And if
I
have a good
mean,
evening, I'm gonna destroy 2/3 of it.
back then I was a bit of a Jack Daniels aficionado, so I had like a bottle in every flavor of Jack Daniels. That stuff's like £30 a bottle. I was doing a liter of that in a weekend. We were doing Friday and Saturday night, so like half a liter
Damn.
each night. That's why I had the routine of every Friday going to stock up. I'd usually like buy 2 bottles at a time, or I'd buy a bottle of Jack Daniels and a bottle of Malibu or something else, or I'd see another flavor of something. I'd be like, "That's mango flavor. I'm grabbing that mango rum. Yes, please." £60 every weekend just on booze.
Just some booze, man. That was
Just
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah, just getting drunk. Yeah, it was cool though. I learned how to drink from that. Yeah, I learned my limits very well, and also where to put your bottle, and that is not your VR play space. I
Yeah,
had
that is not a real table.
nah. It is like nah. You just have to put it away as far as possible from your VR play space, man. It's crazy how many times I spilled my shit. It's like not every weekend and stuff like that, but it was like every Friday weekend and stuff like that. It's just the spillages, man.
The
And the one
carpet incident.
the carpet incident. Oh no. So basically, my room is just it's not just wooden floor or something like that. It's just all carpet. I have a carpet floor. It's like pretty old already, but I have only carpet floor, and I have like this pillar in the middle of my room, and one half of my room is basically my play space. So one night I was just sitting there on the floor with my a bottle of beer. I believe it was a bottle. I was drinking out of bottle, yeah, bottle of beer, just talking to this gay guy right there next to me, and um and just actually spilled that. I just smacked it and just spilled it, and then I just threw away my hats and stuff like that, and yeah, it just was beyond repair, beyond saving. I had to cut it out, just like it was beer. So, nah. Guten Abend
I mean,
is
most people might have got a
asking. Wait,
sponge or a
Lou. Guten.
towel.
There's someone asking us something. Like if we are together. They're asking if we're together. Oh my
We
God, you
haven't been
would.
asked that for a while.
Yeah, but we have been asked that before so many times. It's crazy. Nah, this is actually my best friend next to me that I've been knowing for 4 years now. Nah, my very best friend. Yes, my first real friend. But yeah, we're not together. We're not
No.
together. So where were we? Ah, yeah, the carpet incident. So I cut out the carpet because it was beyond repair. It was. It's an old carpet. I couldn't fix it, man. It was like also on the pillar, so I didn't want it to like flow into the pillar and stuff like that because that would have caused like I don't know mold or shit like that. So nah, I just grab a knife and just cut it out real quick.
Did you even try to clean it?
I did clean everything else. I did, but that was beyond repair, man. So I I just cut out the carpet and just there's like a there's still to this day there's like a hole in the carpet and yeah. I
I
love
would
how like
rather a stain than a hole.
no, I'd rather had a hole actually because stain's
What do
gonna
you mean
stink.
no?
It's just a small little hole. I also love when you like first time in my room you just be like, oh the famous hole. The hole in the carpet,
Yeah, the
man.
famous hole.
Nah, it was just beer because like no, I was asking you or not asking. He said like when I heard carpet incident, I thought it would be worse than a beer. It's like nah. Just beer. Don't worry. Just beer. Just alcoholics spilling their alcohol.
Yeah, just beer, so you didn't need to cut the carpet out.
If it wouldn't be just beer, I believe it. Yeah,
Wait, I want to know what they mean by worse.
I don't. I don't want to know.
Maybe
Nah,
I don't. No, maybe you're right.
nah. But the carpet incident. Yeah. Anyway, um, yeah, that went on, met a lot of people, did a lot of stuff, and oh my god, that was also the time where I believe I had my first boyfriend, my first exclamation mark boyfriend. That was fucking VR. You already start laughing. He already
Oh,
starts dying. Oh my
yeah.
god, my first
What
relationship,
a
man.
memory.
In exclamation marks, first relationship, man. That guy. Oh my god, that guy. That was a walking red flag, man. I didn't see it, of course, because it was like first thing. Like, didn't know stuff about it. So this dude was tiny bit older than me. I don't know, he was like in his 20s, and I was like 15. So already great start.
I didn't like that from the start. I was not happy about that. You knew that.
Yeah. And a horrible mistake, yeah. But also big red flag. Dude had like I don't know 20 relationships before me, and it's like he just gave me attention and stuff like that. I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of nice. And I just like get this when you meet somebody, you just get these like feeling of butterflies in stomach, whatever. Just like this tiny bit. Mistaking it for that, I actually just like, but that ended really quick after I saw like his picture. I'm not not shaming faces, man. But the way he acted and his face, oh my god, no, like his personality was already not perfect. It's nah, man. Face,
He was something.
he was something,
He didn't like
yes.
me either, did he?
I don't know if he liked you. It could be the thing. Yeah, he didn't like you.
Yeah, he didn't like me. He got jealous because obviously we were close.
Oh yeah, that's also a huge red flag. So that thing went down the drain and broke up with him. And oh my god, the all the bio changes and the status updates and stuff like that.
Oh,
The statuses. Oh my god,
oh,
what was the one thing we were laughing about a lot?
oh. Can't remember.
Uh,
Oh, wasn't wasn't it boy milk?
Boy milk. Did
That was
you
one
actually
of his
write boy milk?
statuses.
Fucking boy.
Yeah,
Oh
that was
my
his
god.
status.
No. Oh my
No, I've
god.
remembered. I've remembered. I can't believe
Then
I said that
tell.
one. But anyway, it was in his bio. He still has it in his bio now.
Keep it
Check.
safe for work now.
Oh, it's safe for work. Was whenever I blush, I go ee. I'm shy.
Welcome, blushing go eee.
Ee.
For context, like in that whole context, more like that. Funny as hell. Knowing the face, knowing how he acts, and knowing that he's a walking red flag. Oh, that was crazy, yeah. And that went down the drain, yeah. But it ended really quick, so went on with that. And yeah, we just continued also being chronically online, drinking every weekend. It just gets worse, man. Just these time skips, man. It just just sounds like we went
Gross.
went down a
Gross.
rabbit hole or something. We just downhill everything, but actually we went uphill. Um, so I don't know. Went on with this second relationship like months later. Months? Was it months? One or two?
You don't wait months. We didn't back
Okay,
then anyway.
okay. Maybe a month or two. Let's say it like that. Um.
Oh, I remember
So
the second one.
the next one was, I believe, was it the one with P? I'm not gonna name people. Don't wanna destroy
No, it was not.
any things.
Give me a clue.
P, like not
Bah.
peeing, so but like
Bah.
the letter P.
P.
Don't say it.
Oh, yeah.
Don't say it.
Yeah.
That was the next
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Him.
How are we gonna call him now? I'm just gonna call him John. Just gonna call him John now. because John is a nice
That'll
name.
do. That makes him
So-
sound 45 with 3 kids, but yeah.
Okay, we're not gonna name him John. We're gonna call him. Okay, we're gonna call him John because it's funny now. But yeah,
That'll do.
I'm just gonna call him that dude. Yeah, that dude. He was a ride. He was a ride in the beginning, way better than my first one, and not absolute disaster. Not too much red flags
Can
at
be
the
much worse.
beginning, in the beginning. In the beginning. So it was cool. It was cool. It continued, and he lived in where did he live in Czechia? Yeah, Czechia, and
Yeah.
like face was a ride, body was a ride. It was cool. It continued for how long? 1 or 2 months. Yeah, I'm sounding like an absolute whore with this, but I learned out of it. Yeah, hopefully. Um, until he had showed more and more red flags, and eventually was like also mentally absolutely ill, telling me also he'd end his stuff after a certain age. I believe it was like 30 and stuff like that, because he thought life would be not worth living after that, which is like, yeah. That was a huge red flag. It was like, okay, he's just talking shit because yeah, I know he has a bad time, stuff like that. But that bad time didn't end, and he also kind of, I don't know, did the thing, and showed me pictures of it, like cutting
He showed you
away.
pictures of that?
He showed me pictures of that, like the aftermath, not actual wounds and stuff like that. Like it was crazy. It was crazy.
That's not right.
Yeah, he showed me pictures. And I like told him like, I don't know, don't show me stuff like that. Like I know I can't keep you from doing it actually, but please don't show me pictures and stuff like that. But he continued doing it. Also, if like, also he told me he'd like end himself like when I break up with him, and that's basically the point where I broke up with him.
I
not
mean,
not
okay.
for context, but it was like, yeah.
So, you say that may sound bad. Like, I'm all for supporting mental health. All for it. I've been through a rough time myself in the past. But
Yeah.
if you don't help yourself into doing stuff like that,
That is important to
showing
mention,
people that
yes.
you're doing it, I don't know. There needs to be a good balance between getting support and helping yourself.
Well,
Because the showing the pictures just sounds a bit more like attention seeking.
yeah, that's true. Actually, I have to go in more in depth with that. It's like, I tried to help him, of course, because I left that bit out. I tried to help him. I really did, and he also had a really good friend that is still a really good friend of like Lou and me, like the friend of my ex-boyfriend, yeah. And he, after I broke up with him, also told me like, "Yo, you actually helped him a lot," and he was doing, he was stopping doing bad stuff. That was not English, but yeah, he was stopping stuff that was not good for him. Let's say it like that, and um. So, I put a lot of effort into this. He did show me those pictures. He still continued, and at some point I was just exhausted and was like, "Nah, I don't want to do this anymore." And also mentally going downhill because he was like all the time like,
Start
"Oh, he's
affecting
gonna."
you.
Yeah. That's actually the point where I said like, "No, I don't want this anymore." That was a healthy point actually. Healthy point to just say, "No, I don't want this anymore." So stop with that. We went on with our lives. He, of course, didn't do anything to himself. We both continued, and everything was cool. We still did our drinking nights and weekends, and Continued, had a few more relationships after that. Um, and yeah, just regular daily life, getting more friends, and eventually just raging because my internet just stopped and stuff like that. Oh my god, internet. The internet back then. My internet. It was horrible. I got on after an hour or so while like I was invested in conversations. It started. Um, like internet just went out for like 15 minutes or something like that, and it's just like then it was on again for like an hour or something, and it happened again, and then every night. That was so frustrating back then. But yeah, I eventually
I
figured it
remember that.
out. Yeah. That was big part also of my VRC journey, just like not raging up because of stuff like that. Yeah, internet back then.
I
German internet, worst.
I
Not
won't flex
recommended.
my 900 megabit per second internet.
We got that in Germany too, yeah, but it's not stable. Maybe in big cities, but I'm actually living in the middle of nowhere. It's crazy. Um, yeah, that went on, and also already on the technical side of things, HTC Vive Pro I. Back then when it was still relatively popular and like mostly the only headset on the market that has face tracking.
Your dust collector.
Of course, yeah, my dust collector by now. It was adventure. HTC Vive Pro I was an absolute adventure. I was like face tracking. I want to know like after I got full body tracking and all that stuff. Didn't tell that. Yeah, I got full body tracking. Meanwhile, yeah, of course when we just went down the rabbit hole. You see, full body tracking.
Yeah. What a rabbit
Yeah,
hole that is money
VRC
wise.
Plus. So much money. And then my very first second headset. Nah, but HTC Vive Pro I with the face tracking plate. Bought it because I thought it was really cool face tracking stuff, like being able to express yourself more. It just was in the rise. Barely people had it back then. Um, and when it arrived to set it up, it worked the first time. The very first time it worked. And then after that, it didn't. Like of course, my PC was a little bit guilty too because it was like old components. They were alright in theory, but also I believe it was like my CPU that's just been going down, like just freezing every half an hour. It was like my internet, and then also the CPU just freezing every half an hour. I was running on a sinking ship. Yeah, that was a sinking ship. My PC. I was sailing that stuff down, yeah. And I tried to run it. You had like 2 euro programs like VSC Face Tracking as a running pool, and it didn't work. It just didn't work. I was troubleshooting it for half a year until it actually properly worked for a while. And so a lot of struggles with that until I switched USB ports, reinstalled everything, restarted my PC countless times. Eventually, after half a year, more like quarter year, half a year, something like that, it finally worked. I had face tracking. I had no frames, but I had face tracking. I had that for a while, but like a headset's huge. That's absolute ship of headset, man. Also very warm. It's like the headset's so huge. It's a neck breaker if you lay down, man. Don't try cuddling with that. Fuck cuddling with that. It's gonna break your neck, yeah. And that happened. Face tracking. Where are we? I don't have too much else until con. Do you have anything to add?
Only that.
Except
Sorry.
that.
Oh, wait. Speaking of headsets, you're talking about the troubles with the HTC Vive. We need to discuss the Quest Pro.
Quest Pro, man.
The Quest Pro, it's a great headset when it's working.
When it's working.
When it's not, when it's not. Oh my lord. I don't know how I haven't smashed it yet.
Same.
There are too many programs required.
Absolutely same. Yeah, it is crazy, man. The Quest Pro, man. It's start if you're on Steam Link, you're fucked. Just if you don't have the most stable setup, you're just nah, man. It's like not even fully Meta's fault, like not the headset's fault. Let's say like that.
No,
Like the
no.
headset itself works, the hardware works. Well, if you don't sweat too much in it, because then it's just the face tracking breaks. Oh my god, it's just getting worse. It's getting worse. Yeah. But the software, best software, man. It's.
Yeah.
I had like just lately I had like problem with like just wanting to turn it fully off, and it just kind of turned off, but it was like still on, like normally standby mode on. I just
Yeah.
had to take it off, turn it on and off rapidly, like really rapidly, not giving it time or anything, until it just sort of crashed, and it just finally shut off, and it was like crazy. Or also the one time where Steam Link updated on the headset, and when Steam Link updated and got finished, hand tracking didn't work with it anymore. Like you just like start up your headset usually and only use hand tracking and like not turn on the Quest controls just to go into Steam VR and turn on your index controls and turn the other ones off again. Like you don't do that. You just use hand tracking because you already got it and it works usually. And
Usually.
after this update, man, it just didn't work anymore. Like I'd press it, nothing happens. It's like it was crazy. I was also wanting to go on fast because we had like you had planned like watching a series with like few people, and I would have missed stuff. So I'd actually had to. Luckily, I could go back one version and be be able to actually use it with hand tracking and finally start it up. But yeah, after starting up, you're not safe either because like you start it up and then it starts to lag all the time. So you'd have to restart Steam Link again and again and again, and maybe your headset and maybe your OBC, and it's like and then every day. Oh my god, it is a pain. But the face tracking's so good, but it's a pain.
It
Ah.
is good. But to be fair, this isn't designed for gaming. I think this was designed more for business. But in my opinion, you need somebody like Valve to create something like the index. You need the performance and the stability of the index with the visual quality and the obviously the facial tracking, the Quest Pro. You need them to be mated together and create
Yeah,
a little ultimate
absolutely.
VR
Just
baby.
just just a index with face tracking, man. That is so needed. That is so needed. It's crazy. Yeah, headsets, man, headsets.
Wide choice these days. Wide choice.
Yeah, but after that, cons, man, con, and how it actually changed everything from like me being all introverted and having social anxiety and all that stuff. We're running through this relatively quick, but I'm actually seeing we all already hit the 1 hour.
Yeah,
So
we could probably save that for next time.
we saved that for next
That's a
time. We have
big
a
story.
little cliffhanger here. It's just like, yeah, con is a big story, and it basically plot twist in my life. That is a plot twist in my life,
Some
man.
big juicy details.
Big juicy details. Yeah. But yeah, I'm ending this podcast for today. To be continued. Hopefully next time we'll be a bit more professional, less nervous. Nah. So yeah, I hope anyone who's listening to this has a beautiful rest of the day. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.